Hi Taurus, welcome to your astro reels for the month of February, particularly the first 2 weeks, February 1st to February 15th. You guys know how it goes. These readings are ultimately timeless and signless, so you don't actually have to have any Taurus placements or have to be watching this when it's published. If it resonates for you and it's found its way to you, there may be some messages in here for you. If you'd like to work with me on a more personal level, you know exactly where to find me. Ding! And I guess we do everything, whatever it is that you need. And you can find me on my Etsy page. Let's jump in. So first of all, I do want to let you guys know, Taurus energies, or whoever you are watching, the first thing I heard is I should have known better, or rather, should have known better. Yeah, remember that song? That's what I heard, right? And then I saw these two cards. Actually, I turned them right side up and I saw that they were these. And it's kind of like possibly listening to voices that you probably should not have been, but you on some level knew ahead of time that this wouldn't be the best path for you. So I see at 1 minute 11 seconds that if this message is for you at this time, then there may have been a little bit of a oopsie kind of energy that you engaged in and could be worth some self-reflection about. But I think that you may already have had an idea like, oh, I should have known better. Like, so notice how my throat caught a little bit as I said that. I should have known better. But I'm seeing confusion here. So let's say that you did your due diligence. Let's say that you really did your best to dot your I's, cross your T's, use your mental faculties, reach out to people, blah, blah, blah. What if you did your due diligence and then the one thing you didn't do was follow your gut? Maybe the question here is why, or maybe some of you may have followed your gut and then realized only in hindsight that wasn't your gut, or that wasn't your guy. The way they said that wasn't your guy, it's like maybe you met up with a friend or tried to ask advice from your friend, and your friend gave you what seemed like sound advice, but now that you look back and you're like, oh, he wasn't my guy. He wasn't the person I should have consulted. And also for some of you, you may have hooked up with a guy or gotten engaged in some way with a man. It could be something as simple as, not simple, but something like real estate. It doesn't have to mean only having sex with somebody, right? So the point is, now you've had an oopsie moment, you've come out of it, and now you're kind of looking back and you're like, in hindsight, realizing I should have known better. But if you're keeping it 100, which I really feel like you are, you will also say, oh, well, I did know better. I know the moment when I heard or I felt whatever the right path was, and I went ahead and did whatever my due diligence was, if I did any, and it led me down a path that now I'm just like, this wasn't where I wanted to be. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is to ask yourself, well, where did that truth come in? Well, number one, how did it come in? Did I feel it? Did I see it? Did I sense it? Did I taste it? Did I just know it, right? Now we're giving a little bit of a nod to our clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairsentience, claircognizance, all of those, right? And then so you're also going to ask, well, what took me out of that moment? What made me gloss over that moment? Was I really focused on what I wanted to have, but I wasn't really being honest about wanting to have that because I have negative associations with it? Like maybe I really wasn't being honest, that I just really wanted to hook up with this person. And so I talked myself into believing that this person could also get me into a home, or, right? This is how we kind of sell ourselves short. It's the inner saboteur, right? The inner saboteur, whatever. And so this is a time for reflection for you, Taurus. I do also see, just as I said that this card wanted to come. It actually wants to turn upside down, to be honest. It's almost like, can you see? I love this card. This person always seems a little stubborn to me when they're, for some reason, like, But actually what I'm getting is, I've never seen this, but this figure, this healing figure, is turning the light away now. Like, he's just like, I heard him say, they're not ready. This person's not ready. So whatever it is that that is representing, you're at a place in your trajectory, and you can change that just by watching this video and realizing, oh my God, I'm doing that. Let me make an inner decision to, call upon spirit, like, I'm ready now, please, but I didn't realize I was doing that. I see now, and I'm ready to receive. But whatever it is that you're doing, there's a part of you that doesn't want to hear it. You're not ready to hear it. And that's why they're kind of like turning the light away. When I say turning the light away, I don't mean like, the light. I mean like the resources to give you the, whatever resources you need to kind of get you out of this mentality or get you on the right path, quote unquote, or whatever. You're just not in a place to hear it right now. And the question is, why? And this is why this video so far is really kind of communicating that it's time for you to have a one-on-one with yourself. Let me write that down. I don't know if that'll end up being the title, but it's the working title so far, right? It's time for you to have a one-on-one with yourself. And speaking of working title, I'm seeing this card. Some of you may be being sent back or feel like you're being sent back to the drawing board of some sort. Now, as I said that, I felt some of you like, oh no, I gotta get serious. And in fact, look at the next card. Look how nervous she looks. Oh shoot. So some of you sometimes we rest a little bit on our laurels. Sometimes we've been given gifts. I feel like the next card is a gift. Some of you have been given gifts. You've even, if you really are keeping it 100 and you have the right lens on, you'll realize, oh my God, I actually have the perfect everything. Like, all I needed to do was have the gratitude or the humility or the appreciation or whatever it is for you, because I'm just listing things, to be in the right mindset to see the gift that I've been given. And if I were in the right mindset, I would have noted that, and I would have made different decisions, and I wouldn't have fallen down that chute. We're playing chutes and ladders now, right? Remember that game? Remember that? Right? So Spirit is saying, you do yourself a good service when you step out of this place of, one word is coming up, fame. Step out of this place of fame. Maybe this is for some of you, maybe wanted to be famous in some way, right? But I also wanted to say step out of a place of pride. And as I'm saying that, I'm feeling some of you are like, okay, I'm ready. And I'm seeing this hand coming right back to you, right, to send the resources. It's just energy. Your energy was communicating, I'm not ready. I don't want to receive this. So it doesn't come. The minute you're like, oh shoot, I do want to receive it, it opens back up. It's like a stopgap, right? You're the director here, is what they're saying. So you tell us. And it's interesting. I do want to report that the minute that you're like, okay, I'm ready, and it starts opening back up, I see your hand, your left hand, starting to get money in it. Okay. I'm getting pasta for somebody here. Pasta is featured prominently for you right now. Maybe you're eating pasta. Maybe that's something to the symbol that they want you to know, hey, we're talking to you too, right? But either way, Spirit is saying, yeah, what do you want? Notebook style. Speaking of, look at the knock. And there's something about that specific knock that makes us all like, oh, what is it? Who is it? Oh my God. Am I wearing pants? Right? Hello? He talking to you. No, he talking to you. Both of you. Somebody get the door, right? So Spirit is saying, we're here. We never left. It's like, we know you have time to talk about, our Savior. You're like, nobody move. They're like, we know you're here. We see the window open, right? So, and they're waiting for you. So when you're ready, look at Archangel Gabriel. Look, Archangel Gabriel is not messing around. Speaking of, look at the card that they're showing me. Boom. What do you want? We're here for you. When are you ready to get to work? That's it. We can announce this for you. Look, speaking of, Master Artisan, whenever you're ready. Yeah, you may feel you're getting chump change. You're not getting much money. You're not getting much recognition. For some of you, this is a fame thing again, right? But Spirit is like, well, you're not seeing, sir or madam, what you're doing to stop your flow. You're the one doing it. We're out here trying to give you, in fact, somebody needs to sign for this package. Can someone please come to the door and sign for this package? I mean, you're acting like we don't have other things to do. That you're the one breadcrumbing yourself, and so we can't come and give you actively what it is that we want to give you. We can't deliver the money, we can't deliver the clients, we can't deliver the notoriety, we can't connect you with other people who are doing what you're doing and can make you guys both stronger and more lucrative, because you're not ready, because you choose not to be, is what Spirit is saying. For somebody here, just to show you how versatile these readings are, for somebody here, 10 minutes, 10 seconds, this is about you needing to have a conversation with a female figure in your life, an older female figure, which seems like your mother or some type of mother figure. This is something you may have been putting off for a while. Notice how this now has nothing to do with sacred service or with a job or anything. This is about a situation where Spirit is like, we're here to help you have this talk that you need to have with this person, but you're not ready to do it for whatever reason, and we understand. But look at why that is, and we're waiting for you, because once you come to this table and have that conversation, you can clear up energy, and guess what happens? Then your chi can flow, and guess what's also flowing? Your abundance, your prosperity, things like that. So that's how we actively block ourselves from receiving material only comes, material meaning matter, right? The solidification into form only comes after the non-physical plans have been laid. And so when you make decisions, you make structures, or it's more abrupt. It's better to say you transform structures where you're either constructing them or deconstructing them. So it's up to you. What would you like to do? Right? Aw, Archangel Michael, cute. I do feel that some of you may have to give an apology to somebody. Maybe there was some type of rushed action, 11 minutes 44 seconds. Maybe you have to give, it's almost like I'm saying a rushed apology. So I don't know if you've given a rushed apology, or you have to give a rushed apology, which makes no sense to me, but or you may have just, may you what am I saying? Let me feel into the energies first, and then speak. Oh, okay, see, they don't mince words. That's why they did that. I was like, what is going on? Because some of you may have spoken before you were ready to speak. So you may have rushed through something, or you may not have thought this thing out properly before you committed to it, or you said what you needed to say, or did what you needed to do. And so therefore now here you are having to kind of go back and redo it. We're all here, like, look, we're on a continuum. This is what we're doing, okay? Surrender your fear of change, surrender your ego. So as you move forward, Taurus, I know it's not always easy, but you're on the right path, right? You're on the right path, and all Spirit is asking you to do at this time is to consider, what is it that you could reflect upon right now? How are you stopping yourself from stepping into something better for yourself, right? What amends may you need to make? And if you do need to make amends and issue apologies, put some heart into that. And that heart may be something as simple as, wow, being honest. Hey, I really flubbed this, I'm so sorry. I kind of got out of my heart space, or I got too big for my britches, or I had thoughts about things, and I weighed things in a way that I didn't realize I was weighing them wrongly. I think I may have had good intentions to be careful with this matter, but I think that I wasn't ultimately moving with the right motivations, and now I see that. And at the end of the day, no one wants to have to say that, right? But isn't that kind of the truth? Isn't it kind of the truth that you did try, and oops, and that's what life is. Sometimes it's oops. Oh, well, now I realize that fame isn't better than relationships. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was literally learning that. And unfortunately, as I learned that, you got hurt in the process, and I'm so sorry. And if there's anything that I can do to make it up to you, or if you would still like to be my friend or in this connection or whatever it is with me, I pray we can have that. And I'm here for it if you are, something like this. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video off now. God bless, because I want to make it fit. If you'd like to work with me more personally, you know exactly where to find me. God bless you and best of luck. You're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing.